Hi, welcome to another Scrapbin. So today I am going to be doing a Scrapbin project, also using a paper issues sketch. So you'll see the sketch up there in the right-hand corner. It was made by Erica from their design team, and I took kind of inspiration from the background of the sketch, which kind of had a lot of either mixed media, and I decided to do stamping. So, one of the things you can really do to stretch your stash is by utilizing stamps to make a background. So, I'm using it's a really old Tim Holtz stamp to make the kind of hashtag in gray. And then I am going to use a bunch of different Ali Edwards stamps from the story stamp collections that I've had. And I'm going to use those as a part of my background to kind of make the rest of the background. So I'm using hearts, and I'm going to use some circles and some starbursts. But basically, what I'm doing is just making my background. I'm using candy apple, mowed lawn, I believe, or lucky clover. I'm not sure which one. And faded jeans. Nope, chip sapphire. So those are kind of the colors of the paper that I'm going to choose. You're going to see that in a second. So I went through my scrap bin and I said, what papers do I have strips of that I can use that are all kind of some similar colors? And I wanted to do kind of a bright layout. You'll see in the pictures in a second that I am wearing red and John's, I think, wearing blue. So I wanted to kind of have more of a bright background colors. So that's what I'm doing. Had a lot of fun just kind of playing with these stamps and putting stuff everywhere. It was kind of a just haphazard. I'm leaving the middle kind of empty because I know the cluster is going to go there, and there's no reason for me to cover that up and kind of spend time doing that. But after I finished doing those, I'm going to put the stamps away. I think I did use one close to my heart set. I think it's called like We Gather Together. It ends up being one of those sets that I use quite a bit lately. I've used it in, I think I used it in the summer layouts too. So here you can see the pictures that I have of just a day that we went to a winery and went to downtown Mystic and just kind of sat by the water. And these are a bunch of papers I have that have red and black and blue. So they come from a bunch of different collections. Some of them are close to my heart. Some of them are, I think, Paige Evans. Some are just random scraps that I have no idea where they came from. And I am just building up kind of a background of red and blue and black. That I know is from the Feathered Friends, I think it is, from Photoplay. And that is just a piece of blue cardstock. So basically, what I'm doing is just finding a way to kind of put all of these together to have just some backgrounds, just kind of like how they do in the sketch, where they've got just a bunch of different backgrounds all together. Then I'm going to just start layering them up. I have this one piece of red border strip that I just have been dying to use instead of throwing it out. So I'm going to get that used up too. Then what you may or may not notice in the sketch is that it does have like the notebook paper. So I'm going to pull out my notebook paper punch and punch the sides of all of this paper too. So you can see there's the Feathered Friends. This is an old notebook paper punch I've had forever, and it works perfectly. I have not had any problems with it. I want to say it's stamping up. That's just how long I've had it. But some people have like the bigger one, but this small one has been kind of great. So I am doing the tried and true measuring technique of using my fingernail or folding up the paper every time I want to bend it. And I do go ahead and put them at different angles, and I use the border punch on every single one of the papers so that everything on that side has, even this one little strip, is going to have just a little bit of the border strip or the border punch on it. So this particular blue has, like, you could see it, a design on it. So it's a tone on tone design. I really liked that, but it was also not the full length. So I did want something. So I've got the red that is the full length. But anyway, I think it turns out really nice. I think it's a fun way to handle it. I know the Scrapbin series has been kind of different for everybody. I think everybody's approaching it differently. This time I really did 100% just pull things from my stash. None of these were full pieces of paper. None of these were anything that I had much of the collections left of. So it was kind of fun just to pull things in and make it work. So now I'm going to attach everything down. And you can tell by, looking at the backs of these that none of these collections really originally went together. So it's all just a bunch of different things that I was able to make work. I do love that floral. I think that floral was also close to my heart. Yeah, it was a close to my heart collection. And one of the things from the close to my heart collection, I don't know what I was looking at there, but apparently whatever it was, I needed to take a break and just kind of look at that. Sorry. Um, that close to my heart collections, I've always enjoyed some of the different designs that I get from them, but you can't go back typically and reorder. A lot of the collections are like one and done. So um, I haven't gotten all of them, but this is one that I wish I'd gotten a couple more sheets of the pattern paper of because it was really great colors. And it goes with a lot of different collections that I've gotten since then because it has like the red, the blue, the pink, which is a lot of fun. So this one, I put down that photo before I had attached this blue piece of paper. So now I needed to cut it. The only problem I had is that I now cannot see on the left-hand side of the photo more of the blue. I would have liked to have that blue covering up some of that other paper, but because I put down that with foam tape, there was no way I was going to pull it back up. So now I have the base of everything kind of down, and I'm going to embellish. So I'm trying to find, for these scrap bin projects, I always try to go for my scrap thickers and titles and just find things that I haven't used before. So I found Make Your Own Magic. No idea what this is from. I'm sure somebody out there will recognize it. It was obviously a collection that I had, and I'm sure that somebody out there remembers what it was. I just don't remember. Um, and I'm taking a while. Oh, I'm obviously typing something. There you go. I think I was watching somebody else's live when this was going on. So I'm going to put Make Your Own Magic as my title, which I really like. And then I'm going to add a few stickers. Ooh, I dropped the in. I'm going to have to glue down all those letters because they're not sticking, but I don't think I'm going to make you watch that. Now I'm going to take some of the little dots that match the colors and I'm just going to put them around the page just to kind of get some more color around the page. I'm not going to attach all of them. I'm going to look through and see if I have any other stickers that I want to use. I'm going to put some of these white arrows and hearts, and those turn out really cute. And then I'm trying to decide what else I want to do for this particular layout. And I'd already embellished it quite a bit. Now I did want to put journaling, but also from the layout, you'll see they had straight lines. So I decided I would just go ahead and draw some straight lines down there at the bottom. That way I could do the journaling on that and not have it be wonky. I am using a red pen just to try to keep the color of the red going. I didn't think I needed to bring in black there. I think red worked better. Don't be afraid to use colored pens to do your journaling. Sometimes that turns out really neat. And now I'm trying to find the date. So that's one of the things I do all the time as I scroll through and try to find the date of when we did something. And sometimes I get close and sometimes I have no idea when something happened. And this was one of those deals where I was like, I don't remember at all when this happened. And dating your layouts really is just helpful, particularly, if you come back later, you'll know, when you did something. So I think we're really close to finishing this layout. I've enjoyed the Scrapbin series. I think this is my 8th layout for it. It's getting me to use scraps in new ways. I hope you guys are enjoying the Scrapbin series. I think it's been fun for everybody. And if you'll take the time to check the ladies out below, I think we're probably going to have a full house this time. So that's my layout. You can see a few of the close-ups right there. And here's the final page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.